On this fine Monday the 4th of May, you'll leave the house wearing odd socks and smelling vaguely of that regrettable 2023 banana bread attempt. Your doomscope animal today is a Kiwi who can't fly but won't admit it, much like you refusing to admit you're utterly lost 5 minutes from home. This afternoon, Venus is giving you the silent treatment. Your charm offensive on Declan yielded precisely 0 results. He definitely saw you trip over that box. Expect a coding error at precisely 2:47 p.m. which you'll blame on Brenda, even though you know she's at her nan's funeral. You impulsively started that new pottery course and signed up for a marathon. The cosmos has questions. The evening encourages you to channel all your considerable energy into deciding which takeaway app has the least embarrassing delivery driver. NASA just confirmed, your sofa now contains you. Your new TikTok dance trend involves accidentally standing on the cat. Ordering pizza is mandatory, attempt to cook, and Mars retrograde will ensure you set fire to the toast. Remember that rage text to Lewis? Yeah, him too. Advice: never trust an Aries with scissors, glitter, or a full tank of petrol. Taurus, Monday. Right then. The universe fancies a giggle at your expense, so strap in. That healthy morning walk you planned? Turns out the local foxes have redesigned your wheelie bin layout, and gravity has a vendetta against your shoelaces. At work, Venus has clearly filed a complaint with HR about Anita, and you're somehow subpoenaed. Networking at that open house involves dodging Karen's compliments, which are sharper than a cheese grater, and Phil's in-depth analysis of commemorative spoons. Even your inbox is staging a revolt. Deleting one email somehow got you signed up for online ferret grooming classes. This evening, those half-hearted attempts at exercise have morphed into a Quality Street demolition derby, judged solely on chocolate to caramel ratio. That Netflix subscription you got in 2020 is now classified as a dependent on your tax return. You haven't moved since then, and your sofa is starting to grow roots. Advice: maybe try putting on trousers. You might find the remote. Monday the 4th of May finds Gemini wading through emails like they're wading through a swamp made of lukewarm custard. 47 unread, all requiring urgent action. Your brain's operating system today is Windows 95 trying to run Fortnite. You will attempt to make a brew and somehow spill tea on your trousers, despite not actually moving. Lovely. Your Doomoscope animal today is a bunyip that nobody believes in, just like your claim that you're almost done with that report. Mars is retrograde, apparently. This mainly means you'll spend the afternoon perfecting your surprised face in preparation for when Sharon reveals Darren's new haircut. Which, let's be honest, was predictable. The evening holds the promise of collapsing in front of the telly with a true crime documentary. This will inevitably lead to you spending 3 hours on obscure legal forums, convinced you've solved the case. Jason will love that you emailed him your findings. Advice: stop trying to organize an office whip round for Ricky's leaving do. He's only off sick. Cancer, your superpower of scheduling meetings to plan the schedule of meetings is, frankly, terrifying. This Monday, leaving the house is an extreme sport. At precisely 8:17 a.m. you'll trip, spilling coffee on Derek, who, let's face it, was going to ask about your weekend anyway. 2 minutes of forced banter? That's your Olympic sport. Mars retrograde is personally victimizing your inbox, and you suspect Lorraine is hiding your favorite mug. At the office, Linda and Malcolm are locked in a passive-aggressive battle over the last stapler while you contemplate faking a dentist appointment. You will then start comparing notes on sleep apps with Pauline, while Barry eats crisps loudly behind you. This evening, the stars suggest you cancel all plans and accept the sofa's warm embrace. Order enough pizza to feed a small army, and re-watch that show you cried at during episode 3 in 2023. We all have been there. Advice: stop holding grudges from 2024. Seriously, you're exhausting yourself. Monday, May 4th. Right, let's get this over with. Morning finds you late. Again. Dave's halfway through your hilarious airport security story, badly mangling the punchline. You'll interrupt, naturally, but somehow manage to launch your lukewarm latte at Claudia's meticulously crafted PowerPoint. Mars is retrograde, and frankly, so is your career trajectory. That impromptu moonwalk during Jordan's sales figures? Brave. Harriet from HR just filed it under performance concerns. Your Doomscope animal, an elephant who never forgets a slight, especially when it's aimed at the spotlight. Evening. Relaxing bath with scented candles. Except you nodded off and woke up colder than a penguin's proverbials, surrounded by pastel sludge. On the bright side, the resulting TikTok of you shivering has 47 likes, mostly from people who feel your pain. Suki's gently suggesting a sleep apnea test. The stars are watching, Leo. They're taking notes. Advice: fake it till you make it. Or until they offer redundancy. Morning, Virgo. Commuting today is less Monday the 4th of May and more escape room designed by a caffeine-addled squirrel. Your travel mug launched its contents like a tiny brown geyser at precisely 8:17 a.m. Blame Uranus. It's always Uranus. By lunchtime, you'll be rewriting Diane's email for her. Again. Apparently, coherent sentences are optional in marketing these days. At least the internal grammar policing keeps you from screaming into a cushion. But then Roger will forward that chain email about those inspirational quotes. Tonight, lovely. That artisanal cheese board Sheila brought last Tuesday is judging you from the fridge. You vowed to tackle your taxes tonight and 45 minutes in you are deep cleaning grout with a toothbrush to distract you. One thing leads to another and you've color-coded your sock drawer. Your Netflix watchlist, meanwhile, is now a categorized spreadsheet, complete with IMDb ratings and a bingeability score. Advice: let someone else be wrong for once. Monday dawns, bringing the epic struggle of deciding between odd socks or slightly less odd socks. After a grueling half hour, you'll opt for slippers. Mars is clearly having a laugh at your expense. Brace yourself for accidentally hitting reply all on Trace's moan about the office biscuits with more for me than love. Lovely. Down at the design studio, the existential angst is thriving as you suggest shabby chic to Adele for shelves that could double as a ski slope. Your Doomoscope object today is a lone Satsuma segment, languishing under the radiator. Some would say, braver than you will be all day. You will, however, achieve the impossible, perfectly stack the digestives. Tonight, despite promising Mel you'd pick, you'll conveniently fall asleep halfway through selecting a film, thus ensuring another David Attenborough spectacular. Venus is giving you the side eye because you liked Connor's holiday snaps, again. Honestly, Libra, is that gallery wall really more interesting than that parrot? Advice: trust your gut. Or failing that, bribe Hugo. He owes you. Monday starts with an expedition to the outside world. That jacket. Last seen enjoying relevance when everyone was still clapping for the NHS. Liam recognized you from that Zoom meeting where you claimed to be a qualified taxidermist, resulting in a spontaneous dive behind a rogue wheelie bin. Venus is tutting at your life choices, but she can get in the queue. A document lands. Within seconds you've found a loophole so audacious it might rewrite employment law. Keith keeps offering digestive biscuits. You're too engrossed rearranging office stationery into a scale model of Stonehenge. Tonight, against all health advice, it's takeaway time. Pure joy. The cosmos suggests an evening in, where you can contemplate the geopolitical implications of Tupperware, then spend 3 hours online debunking Dominic's theory on the mating habits of garden snails. Advice: embrace your chaotic brilliance. And remind Victoria that staplers don't grow on trees. Monday the 4th of May starts with a bang, or rather, a shower. Word is the office sprinkler system finds your downward dog utterly offensive. Nobody asked for the chakra alignment at 9 a.m, Sagittarius. Your Doomoscope object is still that just eat loyalty card with more stamps than the British passport of a retired geography teacher. Mars in retrograde apparently has beef with your inbox. Trevor is sending inspirational quotes, Zara's being all smiley face emojis with thinly veiled criticism, Ollie is checking in to see why you haven't filed your taxes on time, and Bianca is wondering if you've done the report, let alone started it. You haven't. This afternoon, Venus is refusing to make eye contact after you promised Stuart a surprise retirement bash and completely spaced. Now you owe Wendy enough Battenberg cake to single-handedly fuel the Tour de France. By evening, your calming bath has morphed into a blueberry massacre. Turns out, relaxing lavender bath bombs are an actual crime scene when they react with your skin. The universe is subtly suggesting maybe just sticking to soap from now on. And the stars have spoken. Advice: pretend you're on mute. Monday the 4th of May. You'll wake up convinced you accidentally invested your life savings in cryptocurrency overnight. You didn't. Colin is pondering whether the instant coffee granules are sentient, and Venus in retrograde is definitely sending you the bill for his therapy. The afternoon involves untangling Deborah's headphones, again, and politely nodding while Brian gives a TED talk on the superior ergonomics of different biro grips. By 3 p.m., you'll have covertly calculated how much Deborah's headphone habit has cost the company in wasted productivity. Tonight, that relaxing bath will become a desperate attempt to scrub away the existential dread. Your attempts at meditation end with you meticulously categorizing biscuits by dunkability. Then you'll find yourself alphabetizing your spice rack, just for something to do. Advice: hide all the biros and tell Deborah to invest in Bluetooth. Aquarius, Monday the 4th of May is looming like a dentist appointment. You'll start the day thinking you're making coffee, but it'll turn out you've spooned gravy granules into your mug. Your Doomoscope vegetable today is a carrot that's gone bendy. Tell me about it. At work, Venus is clearly avoiding eye contact. Probably heard about the interpretive dance you did by the water cooler on Friday. Milo's still giving you the cold shoulder after you improved his bonsai with nail scissors. That algorithm you dreamt up during 11s is, shockingly, malfunctioning. Kevin sent an email with the subject line urgent at 9:17 a.m. sharp. It can wait. Tonight, the most exciting thing happening involves rearranging biscuit wrappers. Embrace the beige, you'll be mesmerized by competitive ferret grooming on the telly. Resist the urge to online shop after 10 p.m. That lime green sequin waistcoat you panic bought in 2021 is gathering dust for a reason. Advice: stop wondering if you should finally learn to knit, and just watch another episode of your favorite sitcom, or don't, no judgment. Pisces, you've got a gift, love, for switching off mid-conversation. This morning, Venus is giving you the cold shoulder after your performance of that Cher impression at karaoke on Friday. At precisely 9:17 a.m., you'll realize you're staring blankly at Gary, who is now slowly backing away. Classic. Your afternoon unfolds like an episode of Holmes Under the Hammer, but with more unexpected plumbing issues. That new organizing book arrives, all the pictures are of cats, and you've accidentally ordered 3 more of them. Elaine asks about your weekend, then subtly judges you. Nadia sighs. You briefly consider becoming a shepherdess in the Outer Hebrides. By evening, you're horizontal on the sofa, swaddled in a blanket, debating whether to weep at the Aldi advert. You drafted 73 WhatsApp messages about your feelings, but your brain got bored and now you're watching old episodes of Bake Off until gone midnight. Advice: put down the phone. Start smaller. Like, hamster smaller. Maybe try blinking.